Yori and Doomguy were wandering inside the cave underground in California. They were still on the search for Professor Dementor's hideout, which had to be close. Yori looked to see what looked behind a mining tunnel about a few feet ahead of them. She pointed this out to Doomguy. "There's a mining tunnel. Perhaps Dementor's hideout is through that," Yori said. "It is possible. These mines have been abandoned since the start of the apocalypse," Doomguy replied as he took lead and led Yori through the mine tunnel. After walking down the mine tunnel for 10 minutes, there was a set of 2 paths. Since they were split in 2 paths, which one of them will take them to Dementor's hideout? Along the way, a few imps happened to be nearby. Thus, they were alerted by Yori and Doomguy, flashing their flashlights at them. Luckily, Doomguy managed to gun down the imps with ease, as Yori used her ninja sword to slice the imps down. Then some chain gunners started to come out and attack the 2 fighters. Eventually, they managed to take them down. Once the enemies were killed in the area, Doomguy and Yori continued the path to get through the mine tunnel. "Surely Professor Dementor's hideout has to be here somewhere," Yori stated, and Doomguy discovered a biohazard sign on the door. "I think this must be his hideout," Doomguy said, getting the feeling that he was right. "Seems like you may be right. Let's see if he's inside." Yori began to pick the lock. It was a bit tricky since she's never picked any locks in quite a while. "Nowhere to hide, Dementor. You are fucked," Doomguy commented as he cocked the safety off the super shotgun. Yori managed to unlock the door, so she and Doomguy both busted in. "Dementor, you must be the one who unleashed the demons," Yori exclaimed, as she and Doomguy spotted Professor Dementor by his chair. Professor Dementor turned his chair around and saw Yori and Doomguy were the ones who busted in. He gave an evil grin. "So you must be teaming up with Kim Possible," Dementor said. "That's right. We followed your previous hideouts for clues, and as it turns out, you were hiding in this canyon hideout in California," Yori stated. "Furthermore, we're going to take you in for questioning, and you are not going to run away on this one." "You really think you had me so easy? Well, with me and all the demons you slayed, I'd say with your weapons you fight pretty good," Dementor commented. "Doomguy, right? I have seen you help Kim and her friends survive the demon apocalypse, and I bet you will not survive for very long." "I have survived many battles, Dementor. You aren't going down without a fight. You let the demons kill DNA me, despite her being a villain as well. It's funny how the demons turned against ya, as if they cannot be trusted well." Doomguy snarled as Professor Dementor chuckled at that. "Well, taking me in isn't going to be that easy." Dementor got up and started to try to run. However, he was stuck at the locked door with a passcode in the terminal. Dumbfounded, he forgot the passcode, so Doomguy and Yori were able to handcuff him with some struggling. "We're done talking. You'll be answering to Kim Possible along with Shigo and Draken and Wade," Yori said as she forced Dementor to move by her order. "And by myself included, so you won't be running away from us," Doomguy stated as he led the way, followed by Yori with Dementor in cuffs. Back at the bunker, Yori along with Doomguy and Dementor had arrived at the garage at the bunker where Dr. Draken landed his aircraft inside. Once they got inside the bunker from the garage, Shigo along with Wade were there. "Here's the weasel. We caught him just in time," Yori said. "You think you're getting away easily is gonna solve things?" "I don't think so," Shigo tisked at Dementor. "I knew you'd figured it out. I unleashed the demons so I could be a famous villain, and you found the clues I left for you all to find me," Dementor replied. "That doesn't excuse the reason why you unleashed the demons. The real reason is to wipe us all humans on Earth," James Possible said. "When Kim recovers from a miscarriage, she will question you on everything," Yori said. "Take him to the jail cell of this bunker, and we'll make sure he doesn't try anything to escape," Wade ordered as Doomguy took Professor Dementor to the jail cell, which was down the hall to the right. "How's Kim doing?" Yori asked Wade. "She's in the medical room resting. You can go see her if you'd like," Wade replied. Yori headed down the hallway and she eventually reached the medical room where Ron was with Kim comforting her on the hospital bed. "Stoppable, son, we have captured Dementor," Yori stated. "That's good to hear. So we'll be questioning him?" Ron asked. "Yes, after Kim recovers from having a miscarriage," Yori replied as she eyed on the bundle in the blanket that Kim was holding. My baby. It's my fault, Kim sobbed as Yori looked at the bloodied mass of what was the fetus of Kim and Ron's child. It's not your fault, Kim. Something must have happened that caused something that we couldn't prevent, Yori said, comforting Kim. What am I doing wrong? I am trying to survive the demon apocalypse and I lost a baby that I never got to meet, let alone knowing I was pregnant? Kim sniffled. You're not doing anything wrong, Kim. You did all you could to survive. I know we lost Monique to that cyber demon, but this was out of our control, Ron said. So when will Monique's funeral be held? Yori asked. Sometime tomorrow. We'll be burying her along with the fetus, Ron replied. After a long day, everyone was asleep. However, Kim was having a dream, one she never did expect to have. Kim Possible was alone in the dark room. She was walking out of it and down a hallway. She followed what seemed to be a trail of blood leading her down the hallway. As she continued to walk, she reached the door, confused as to why the door was there. Why is there a door here? And where does it lead to? Kim asked herself. She opened the door and stepped out into the world where she once knew before the demons. It's like I'm back the way things were, before the demons roamed the earth. Kim looked around until she heard a demon shriek, which so happens to be a Vasago. Kim looked to see the Vasago, but she had no guns or any kind of weapons to fight. She had no choice but to run. Kim ran as fast as she could, dodging the Vasago's fiery attacks. After running for a couple minutes, Kim was at the edge of a cliff. Looking down, below her was a lava pit. The Vasago had Kim cornered, ready to kill her when he got closer. But before it could attack Kim, a gunshot rang out, bullets flying from his chest as it broke through the skin and bone. Kim was confused when the Vasago dropped dead to the ground, crumpled up in ash as its skull was all that's left from it. You're safe now, a voice said. Kim wasn't sure what the voice was at first, but when Kim looked ahead of her, she saw that it was her mother, was the one who saved her from the Vasago. Mom, is that you? Kim asked, wondering if the dream was real or not. It is my spirit that is visiting you in this dream. I was killed by the demons at the hospital when the apocalypse started, Anne replied. I wish I was there to save you, but it's my fault for not saving you in time. Kim sighed sadly when Anne stepped closer and lifted Kim's chin up to face her. It isn't your fault. Never beat yourself up that way. It happened too fast and the demons were quick enough to kill. The rest of the hospital staff fled or died by the demons. There was nothing you could have done to prevent me from dying. That voicemail on the answering machine at the house were my last words to you, Kim, Anne stated. This had been very rough without you, Mom. I lost Monique to that cyber demon that managed to kill her with a rocket. I couldn't save her. I feel that it's my fault for not being able to save her or you. What's worse, I had a miscarriage and didn't even know I was pregnant. It's my fault. I lost the baby Ron and I created. Kim began to break down in tears, to which Anne hugged her. It's never your fault, Kim. There was nothing you could have done to prevent any of this. Professor Dementor, who unleashed the demons, did a lot of damage, so whose fault is it? All it is on him. Dementor is who you should be blaming this on. He is the real enemy here. Anne replied. She's right, Kim. I am now your guardian angel, and so is your mother, Monique replied as she was also in Kim's dream. Kim looked to see Monique's spirit as she was talking to her. She was on the same boat as Anne. Monique, you're in my dream too, Kim said, shocked to see Monique's spirit in her dream. That cyber demon that killed me was all Dementor's fault. There is no one to blame but himself, not you or anyone else, Monique replied. I've been beating myself over nothing. I just wish there was something I could have done to save you both, Kim said. I know, Kim. We do too. But sometimes life's not fair, and Dementor has been taken in by Yori and Doomguy. As soon as you recover, you and Ron will question him on anything you have to ask him, Monique answered. If I were to have a child now, he or she would have to grow up living in a bunker just to shield them away from the demons, and they may end up seeing fucked up shit as they get older, Kim muttered, to which Monique and Anne both heard her. I guess your body isn't ready for a baby now. Maybe when the demons are gone you could try again with Ron, Anne suggested. How can I put an end to the demon apocalypse? Kim asked. Get answers from Dementor. Surely he knows a way to stop them. I have faith in you, honey. I know you and Ron will make the best decision you've ever made. Anne replied as she and Monique were heading for the gates of heaven. They were both turned to look at Kim. Don't leave me. I can't fight on my own, Kim pleaded. You won't be alone. You have your friends to fight by your side. Not all of us will make it out alive, but you will stay strong for us, Monique said. And as guardian angels, we will watch over you and protect you. How will it end? Kim asked. Something will end it, Kimmy. You just gotta keep getting answers. Anne replied as she and Monique both walked to the gates of heaven, and they walked in. Kim woke up from her sleep and she turned to see Ron sleeping peacefully. She stood up and headed for the bathroom. As she splashed some water on her face, she saw the spirit of her mother in the mirror. But that was only because she sees her mother's spirit, and that's what she believes in is spirits. Once Kim finished up in the bathroom, she headed back to bed, glancing at the clock to which it read 4:30 a.m. She then cuddled close to Ron, falling back asleep in peace.
What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.